Hello everybody and welcome to Mind Your Own Business on Santa Clarita's hometown station AM 1220 KHTS. My name is Doug Sutton with Valley Publications and my co-host is...
Ed Bernstein, the 25 score guy.
I like it. Ed, I wasn't here last week.
You missed a really good show, Doug. We didn't say Ed and Doug the whole...
I was asking producer Tilo about it and she couldn't even remember who was on, so I don't know how good it was.
Oh, I remember now. Milkshake Mania and...
What was the second one?
Serafina.
Serafina, all right. Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know what?
I like that interview, too.
Tilo, our producer, got us jam-packed with guests today.
Yeah, we're
so
back
normally Ed and I make fools out of ourselves for the first segment.
We're totally off the hook. We go straight into entertaining people.
So introduce our guest today, Ed.
I reckon they're a good plumber because their name says Reckon and Reckon Plumbing. It's Steve and Spencer. Oh, that name's Spencer. I wish I was a Spencer. And they're a plumbing company, and I'm sure that there's a lot of things about plumbing people don't know out there. Tell us a little, it's kind of interesting. We have father and son business. Tell us a little about when you started and what it's like to be a two-generational business.
Well, actually, we're a four-generational business. We've been around in the New York and also the Los Angeles area for just under 100 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have a lot of history in the plumbing business. My grandfather was a plumber. My father was a plumber. I am now a plumber, and Spencer has been working in the business for about a year.
So Spencer, you have a lot of responsibility. If you mess up, it's like 100 years thrown away. So
exactly.
Don't feel the pressure.
Yeah, you can't mess up.
Spencer, for me. I gotta ask you. You gotta be honest. Even though he's sitting right next to you, what's it like working for your father?
You know what? It's great working for my dad. He's a good guy, and we have a good time together. We do as much work as we do play, so it's fun.
You work hard, play hard?
Work hard, play hard, exactly.
Do your eyes roll up in your head when he starts doing the sage father advice about customer service and how we do this for 100 years? Or
of course, of course.
You go, well, thanks for sharing that with me, Dad. I really appreciate it.
Definitely. Yeah, I was a business major, so I got to learn about it in the books, but now he's teaching me in real life how to do all the fun stuff. That's great, because you have theory and
he's got real life experience.
Exactly.
Now, is the business doing better since you came on?
I hope so.
So he says absolutely, and he hopes.
Yeah, oh no, there's no doubt about it. Spencer, as you age in this business, sometimes you lose that desire to be as nice as you should be to the customer. However, Spencer keeps me in line because it is so important to make sure that the customer is happy at all times, which we do. However, sometimes it gets a little frustrating being in the business for as long as I've been in. And Spencer just says, hey, Dad, keep it in check. And
well,
so
I would imagine, just like a transmission guy, people really don't love that guy because the only time you see him is you've got a big, expensive problem. It's kind of hard. You're taking like the worst situation when their plumbing's broken during Mother's Day and they can't have stuff go down the drain and there's 20 people waiting to eat. It's always going to be a stressful situation if they're not thinking ahead.
Definitely. Our hope is that people don't have to call us. If people do have to call us, then we're there to help them. But hopefully we'll take good care of our customers and then they don't have to call us for a long time,
Yeah. So what can they do, like you go to Home Depot and they have these things you can pour down the drain. Is this all fluff, or is there anything you can do to prevent having a professional come fix your drains? It's not all you do, but, drips and stuff.
I would say more along the lines of generally using a snake to clear the line, possibly pouring a little bleach in the line every so often. The drain openers they work as long as the stoppage is a seeping stoppage. If indeed the water is standing in the sink or the tub or the shower, probably not the best idea to use
because you come back through and have to deal with that water.
Well, one, it plays havoc on our equipment, and also it turns generally, and not all the time, but it can turn a very easy small job into a huge job, especially if the pipes that it is sitting in are under cement. It can turn once again a very small job into a very large job.
So don't try this at home. let them call a professional so you don't have to pay twice?
Better to call a professional. You could,
Yeah.
those $15 bottles could cost you thousands of dollars in the end. It's better to call a professional out and have them taking care of you.
I use an analogy all the time that when you want to replace your sink, your faucet, you end up having to get a new counter and then a new floor because when you start messing with it, you know, now the faucet you bought doesn't fit the countertop, so now the countertop's got to be replaced. If you're going to do that, paint the walls, and it kind of takes on a mind of its own.
All right, we're talking with Steve and Spencer Recken from Recken Plumbing, and I don't have to ask them the phone number because it's right on the T-shirt. Right? It's 784-7454. 784-7454. Oh, 818.
786.
Oh, sorry. You say it.
It was easy.
7454 or 877, I reckon.
877, I reckon, is really good.
All right. Well, you guys, can you hang around? We have to take a break. Can you stay over for the break?
Sure, definitely.
So we got some more questions for you, some plumbing questions, so we can lighten the folks in Santa Clarita, our listeners.
Hopefully, it won't be draining.
All right, everybody, you're listening to Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. It's Mind Your Own Business with Doug and Ed. We'll be right back.